ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 2ಕ್ಕೆ ಹಿಟ್ ದಿ ಕೇಸ್ 2 ಸಿನಿಮಾ ತೆರೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ ಶೈಲೇಶ್ ಅವರು ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮೊಟ್ಟಿಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಸ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೇ ಮಾತಾಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಸರ್, ಐ ಕೇಮ್ ಟು ನೋ ದಟ್ ಯು ನೋ ಕನ್ನಡ. I mean, you can understand little bit of the Kannada.
Little bit. If you talk slowly, I understand.
ಸೊ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರೇ ಬೇಜಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ಸರ್ಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಫರ್ಟಬಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ.
ಯು ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ನೌ.
Yeah, I got it.
ಯಾ, ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 2ಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ತೆರೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದಾದರೆ,
So what is special about the film? So it's should I hold it or okay, cool. So the film is a very edge of the seat thriller. A lot of emotional layers on top of the thrilling experience we are giving. So it is a very honest cop story. So you will see a very lazy cop who is set up in Vizag, Visakhapatnam of Andhra Pradesh. He comes across a very gruesome crime, which is very gruesome in nature, and the chaos that unfolds after that crime hits his world. That's the crux of HIT, the second case. So yeah, that's what the film is about, and there is a lot of there's a lot of emotional layers on top. Like for example, this the romantic track between the lead pairs, how it is seamlessly integrated into the story. It's not a separate track. It's a very much a part of the story. And also I have shown what is it that a police officer goes through in his personal life when he takes such gruesome cases. What are the consequences that they face, and also what is the emotion that is running in a victim's family. So like this, there are a lot of emotional layers on top of the crux of the story, which is the thrill element of it. So I'm sure the audience will enjoy it. Yeah.
ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಳು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ವಿಭಿನ್ನವಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ಸರ್ವೈವ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ನ್ಯೂ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಸೇ ಫಾರ್?
Definitely, I think we are in that stage of entertainment where people are not okay with average films. They want excellent films, because at the end of the day, it is the time that we should value, because they are giving 2 hours of their time, and it's the responsibility of any filmmaker per se, any artist, to make sure that there's only quality work that is put in front of them. So in that way, I think whatever I'm creating in the HIT universe. The HIT first part was also largely loved by the Kannada audience, because I remember a lot of messages that I used to get on Instagram and other social media platform, where people from Karnataka used to message me saying how good the first part was, and the second part is even better than the first part, because we have touched novel concepts, crime that is very very relevant. The eerie coincidence that happened recently is the topic that we have touched in HIT2 is very relevant, and recently happened crime in Delhi is also very similar. So the crime that we have touched in this film is also, in the current timeline, it's very very relevant what is happening is. So in that way, I feel that it's a very unique concept that we have presented, very novel concept that's presented, and I'm sure it will be worth the audience time.
We have already the great actor here and the Nani sir. What about the Nani sir's character on the screen?
No, Nani is producing this film. So he's producing this film, and Adivisesh is the one who is acting in this film. So he's the new officer who is introduced into this department, Adivisesh. The first part was played by Vishwak Sen. Now we have a new officer in the same universe. Nani is the producer of the film. Yeah.
So sir, during well, we compare to all the film industries, now Kannada industry has been growing well, and the films are coming up really through good. So have you watched any of the recent Kannada films?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, who has not watched Kantara, right? So I love I recently watched Charlie as well, which is very close to my heart, because I'm a pet lover, and it was so amazing to watch Rakshit perform, and just the amount of emotions that they had touched in that film was so good. And of course, Kantara I had watched Kantara in Kannada. Both the films, in fact, recently mentioned, even Charlie and Kantara, both the films I had watched in Kannada, because I feel that Kannada language has some sweetness in it, and I really like it. I would love to learn the language sometime. I can speak Tamil, I can speak Hindi and Telugu. I'm trying to learn Kannada, because I would like to spread my wings and come and make a Kannada film at some point in time in my career, I hope.
So when you direct to the Kannada, so which actor do you choose?
No, see, actually, it's not about an actor. I guess once we write a really good story, really good script, whichever actor I feel would do justice to that character, I would approach that actor and present my work honestly. That's the plan.
So what's the power of your script, sir?
The power of my script, I feel, is my research that I have done. I'm doing this police story. It's a story that is set in a fictional department called Homicide Intervention Team, and I did extensive research because I come from a research background. I was a scientist before I became before I became a filmmaker. So I had spent extensive amount of time with the police department, with forensic scientists, to understand the techniques that are done during the investigation. So whatever you will see in this film will feel very real. It's not like drama. You get what I'm saying? So it is presented in the most honest and the most realistic way. That's the strength of this film, and the presentation is very very realistic, but the emotions that are in the film are extremely universal. So it's a very good combination. I feel that's the strength of the script. Yeah.
You are a scientist, but you don't look like that.
I don't look like a scientist. Scientists don't look a specific way, but I think it's you expected a pair of glasses and no.
So young, right?
Oh, young. Okay. Yeah, I did my PhD at a very young age. Uh, so I started doing my PhD when I was 23, I guess. So I finished my PhD when I was 27, 28. So it was pretty early on in my life. I had finished my, my PhD in Australia. So that's how I look young. I'm not that young also. Yeah.
So your cinema has been releasing December 2nd in the Telugu language, and when both the languages, so Telugu, Kannada at the same day.
No, we are doing the Telugu version first, which is on the 2nd of December. And we are going to do a pan-India release of multiple languages at a later stage. So Kannada, we are planning to do along with that. But the reason why we would want to promote the Telugu version as well is because of the same fact why I prefer to watch Kantara in Kannada. That there is one specific set of audience I feel who would want to listen to the original actor's voice despite having to read the subtitles. They would want to listen to the original actor's voice, like me, right? Even though I watched it later on, Kantara I had watched later on with my family, I felt that I enjoyed Kantara more when listening to Rishabh's voice than other people's voices. So it is for those people that I'm telling that on December 2nd we are coming out with the Telugu version. Go watch it. But however, if you would prefer to watch it in Kannada language in a dubbed voice, you will get that version also at a later stage. Yeah.
So very all the best for your film. Let that be very successful.
Thank you.
So you have been a scientist, PhD holder, and now a very successful director. There is a long way to be there. So thank you, sir.
Thank you.
ಸೊ ಇದಾಗಿತ್ತು ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ ಶೈಲೇಶ್ ಅವರ ಮಾತು. ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಮನ್ ಅಜಯ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕೀರ್ತಿ ಪಾಟೀಲ್, ವಿಸ್ತಾರ ನ್ಯೂಸ್, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು.